Local Roots is back. Hi, I'm Todd Studer, and I'm thrilled that you are with us for this relaunch of the Local Roots show as we are doing a little bit of rebranding. We're spreading out further and covering more parts of Southwest Iowa. I had a chance to speak with Jitsi Loader. She is the uh, executive director of the Mills County Chamber of Commerce in Glenwood, Iowa. And I told her about my idea for this show and to expand it out and cover more local communities around Southwest Iowa. And she was excited about it. And she said, yeah, let's do that. So we're going to be bringing you Mills County along with Pottawatomie County. And who knows, we may even spread out even farther than that. And I'm really excited about that. All right, coming up on today's show, this young man is going to be the lead in a musical at the Omaha Playhouse. Connor Holben. He graduated from Tri-Center. His family still lives in Minden. And as a matter of fact, his dad's a pretty good friend of mine. Connor has the lead in Jimmy Buffett's Escape to Margaritaville. And we're going to learn about the role that he has, about the process of getting that role, and just everything that's going on in Connor's life. I am excited to be able to watch this young man just continue to climb and continue to get more and more talented. And also, you might see him out on a music tour too. He gets out and he plays quite a bit. Some solo shows, some shows with his dad, Kevin Keith. So again, that interview is coming up very, very soon. Also wanted to remind you that the NAMI Walks event is coming up in Council Bluffs on May 17th. And a chance to get your teams together is right now. If you go to NAMIWalks.org, you can put a team together, help raise some money. Every penny raised stays right here in Southwest Iowa. And you can do it just like Mid-States Bank of Neola did. Mid-States Bank of Neola is a community bank dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service through tailored banking experiences, innovative products, and highly trained employees. As a community bank, the hard-earned money you deposit works even harder as they reinvest it in the communities in which you live. So you can go to midstatesbank.com to learn more about that. And they are just one of the sponsors that have jumped on board with the NAMI Walks event. Yours truly, yeah, that's me. I'm going to be there emceeing the event on May 17th. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. You know, if you need precision metal fabrication done right, look no further than Foxco Fabrication in Council Bluffs. From custom welding to large-scale manufacturing, they're going to bring your ideas to life with expert craftsmanship and cutting-edge technology. Whether it's industrial, commercial, or custom fabrication, they get the job done on time and built to last. Locally owned, proudly made in Council Bluffs. And that website again, foxcofab.com. Another one of our sponsors is Waldstein Plumbing in Council Bluffs, and also Air Serv Heating and Air Conditioning. If you have a leak or a clogged drain, or maybe you're planning a big remodel, Waldstein Plumbing has you covered with fast, reliable service and expert craftsmanship, handling everything from small repairs to major installations. They take pride in doing the job right the first time. Residential or commercial, big or small, when plumbing problems strike, call Waldstein Plumbing. Visit waldsteinplumbing.com for a free estimate. Waldstein Plumbing, quality you can trust, service you can count on. Coming up very soon, the Omaha Playhouse is holding Jimmy Buffett's Escape to Margaritaville, and there is a local Iowa guy that's got the lead. Connor Holben, how are you today, sir?
I'm doing great. How about yourself, Todd?
I am very, very well. This is exciting, my man. I mean, seriously, it's fitting right into your wheelhouse. I'm assuming you get to sing in this thing, right?
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I accompany myself as well with my own acoustic guitar, which is super exciting.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I'm betting that when the director found out that he doesn't have to try to make it look like you're playing guitar and you can actually do it, that had to be exciting for them too.
Yeah, that was actually on the audition as well. So they said, please bring a guitar. And if you do, you have to prepare 2 songs. And I'm like, oh, great. So I have more to do.
Well, listen, Connor, you're out playing all the time anyway, so it's not as if it's that much. You're already probably ready to go, right?
Yeah, I mean, you'd think so, but I was kind of shaking a little bit in front of the 5 people that I had to audition in front of. But it's Jimmy Buffett, and I've grown up on Jimmy Buffett from a very young age because of my dad. My dad's my biggest inspiration when it comes to country music, and he introduce Zach Brown Band and Jimmy Buffett, Alan Jackson with all this island country. And as soon as I heard about this, I was like, I gotta hop on that train because like who knows where it could take me, and look where it got me.
What was it like finding out that you'd actually succeeded and you got in the lead? That had to have been a pretty powerful moment for you.
I was, well, first of all, I was in disbelief for a second because um, I have been doing the Omaha Community Playhouse since last year. My first show was actually in Cabaret, and I got casted as an ensemble member, and that was just an extraordinary moment of its own. And then I got casted in Hello Dolly, so I'm like, okay, like there's momentum building. And then I got casted in Jersey Boys, and these were all ensemble members, and I'm like, okay, this feels like a show where I think I can really strive for like to show off my acoustic talent and my vocal quality, and I love country, so I'm like I always sing country. I'm like I think I can do this. So I got into the audition, and I got a call back for Tolly Mars, who is the lead male role in Margaritaville, and I I got a call after the callback. They said Monday, but I got a call, and I was at Bushwhackers in Ralston at this time, and my phone starts ringing, and I didn't have a name saved, but I answer it. It's the director, Mackenzie Zilke, and she says, "Hi, Connor," and I'm like, "Hi, Mackenzie." and I at that moment I'm like, "Oh my God, is this it? Like is this the moment?" And I found out when I went outside, and she told me that she would like me to be the role of Tully, and I broke into tears. Actually, I was so proud of myself in that moment. I've worked very hard for it. I knew most of the music. I started like even before getting that call back, I was already playing the recording album on a loop, the Broadway album on a loop, because I'm like, I got to get familiar with these songs. I need to know the story. I need to know what I'm getting myself into. And it all just became reality because I have worked so hard to get there, and all the effort that I put in has paid off. And I called my family, and I was like, I did it. I'm the lead role in this. And my mom and dad were so proud of me, and they're my biggest supporters. And I couldn't do any of this without them, because they are the ones that keep me going. And my family, of course, my whole family is supportive behind me. And yeah, Tully is just Tully's a lot like me. In some senses, I am I'm not a playboy, but um, but the fact that he wants to live his life carefree, and he gets to do it on an island where it's always warm, it's always beautiful, and he gets to have fun and find his own paradise. That's kind of what that's what I live for. Even though I'm in Omaha and it gets cold, and then some days it gets really hot, and then it could snow the next day, kind of. But it's those kind of things where I kind of live like Jimmy Buffett's quotes is basically creating my own paradise. It doesn't matter where I am. I try to make the best of it, no matter how I can. And
I think that's a great attitude. What's the process been like for you as you dove into this? Now, it's one thing to get the role,
yes.
but now you're going through the rehearsal process and the learning process, and you're getting direction from a director that I'm sure she has her own image of what she wants this character to be and to come across. So, describe that process, because this is that's something that I don't have a lot of experience with, but I'm imagining that it's very eye-opening as you go through it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So the rehearsal process, it's very much starts off as a skeleton. You get comfortable with the music. That it's always the music when it comes to musical theater, because once you're comfortable with the music, that means it's locked in, and then it just becomes review at that point. So once the music's out of the way, that's when you can start exploring your character a little bit more. So that's when the blocking comes in, all the directing and the certain expressions that you get to come up with yourself, and the little improv moments that you make the character your own. You don't kind of follow in somebody else's footsteps because you don't want to do that or else it feels kind of unoriginal. As Tully, I didn't want to follow in Broadway Tully's footsteps. I mean, there are definitely similarities and comparisons here and there, but there are so many things that I think I've done with Tully that have been unique and very expressive and are going to be very fascinating to the audience. And I really hope that those things are acknowledged as we continue throughout the run. And I know opening night I'm going to be terrified, but it's going to get better as I go, and I'm going to get very more comfortable with who Tully is, and I'm gonna kind of just work my way through it and allow myself to get more comfortable being uncomfortable.
I
So
have a feeling that when you're doing this, that you're not even going to get all the way through the first performance, and that comfort level is going to settle in, and that'll become kind of your norm for a while, because this has a fairly long run. I mean, it's going to be quite a few performances, right?
Yeah, so we're going all the way from April 18th through May 11th, but May 4th is going to be the added performances, which is going to be on May 4th. There's going to be a Sunday matinee and then there is going to be a Sunday evening. So, how an added performance works is basically if a show's selling really, really well, then an added performance is allowed to get put on for those who are still looking for a chance to see the show. Because like if you look already on the ticket booths online, they are selling like crazy, and it's very, very exciting, kind of overwhelming a little bit, but it's such a joy to see that there are so many people that take appreciation and they have so much admiration for Jimmy Buffett's lifestyle and his music and just how much of an impact he has had, no matter where you are in this country or outside the country. Yeah, everybody's just trying to find a good way to live their lives. And I think this is a great way to show it.
What I'm really enjoying right now talking with you, Connor, is there's another buddy of mine that's a musician. You probably know him, Dan Olson from Sack of Lions.
Yes.
And I've interviewed him more than once. And what I really love about Dan is that it's remembering to enjoy the journey. And I know that you've got goals for a career and things that you would like to achieve, but at the same time, you are very much in the present. And it's been that way anytime that I've seen you sing. And I can see it right now as I'm talking to you, as you're getting ready for being in this musical, that it's not just about the goals. It's about, enjoying the walk as you're getting there.
Yeah, so it was definitely, I try not to think of it as, I don't want it to be a destination. I want it to be a journey, just like you just said, because a destination means it has to end. A journey means that what you have done and what you have accomplished will always be a memory that you will have to look back on when this is over, kind of thing. A destination just means you made it, it's done, move on. I don't think I'm ever going to move on from this. This has been such an extraordinary experience for me, and I get to share it with such an outstanding ensemble. Like, yeah, you haven't seen the show yet, and nobody has, but I have seen so many different combinations of love and support with this show because the ensemble and all of the lead cast members, we all get along so well, and the chemistry is beyond strong. And I'm very thankful that that's the experience that we got to share, and we're hoping that it shows on stage as well. So
yeah, I can tell you that that type of thing does happen. I mean, if you're feeling it there and if you're feeling it amongst yourselves, it's going to come through. And people may not even realize as they're sitting in the audience why it is that they're feeling so good. But it's because of that, and it's because of the energy that you guys are putting out that creates that and will really draw an audience in. I'm excited to get over and have a chance to see this. Just as soon as I figure out how to buy my tickets, I was online and looking for the right button. But it's on the Omaha Playhouse site that you can go and there's links there. So I'm gonna see it. And we're going to be over there to be able to take it in. I'm excited about doing that. Good. And I'm also excited to watch as your career keeps moving forward and as you keep finding where your lane is and exploring your lane. You talked about having your family with such support. Yeah, Kevin's been a friend of mine for a while now, and your dad. And I know that I could see when he posted that you'd gotten this role, and I saw him post it on social media. There was a pride there that was, I mean, it was overwhelming for him. I could just see it coming through in that. So it's fun to see all of this. It's exciting to know that, I mean, your roots come from small town Iowa.
Very true.
And you're, living in Council Bluffs now, but grew up in Minden, right?
Yes, I did. Small town Minden. I started off at Underwood and then transferred over to Tri-Center. Underwood had a bigger budget when it came to programs such as music or theater. When I got to Tri-Center, theater was almost non-existent there. It was very much a collaborative group idea, really. The first ever musical that I've done was The Wizard of Oz, and that was my senior year of high school. And I went to my music professor, we're not in college. And I was like, I really, really want to do a musical before I leave high school. Is there any chance that we can do that? So we threw something together. I was in The Wizard of Oz for my first big opportunity, and I was the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz. And it was such a magic moment for me because I realized that I think I'm really good at this. And if there's a bigger budget and more collaborative occasions where I can throw myself into another role and do more auditioning and get my name out there a little bit more. Like when I went to Graceland University and I went there for 4 years, and all 4 years, all I did was audition because there were so many chances to find a role that I could show awareness towards a certain topic or show a sense of entertainment that a lot of people haven't seen or anything like that. I was Rocky in Rocky Horror Picture Show. I was, who else was I? Wow, there were so many. I'm trying to think of some. Oh, and Fat Pig, which is a very big drama play. I do plays as well, so I'm very familiar with both musical theater and straight plays. I've done both, but musical theater just speaks to me in a way that I can't really comprehend. But
it's hitting all the talent points for you.
Yes.
Because I remember when I first met your dad, and he was talking about the different stuff that he does, and having a country hit that charted and all of this stuff. He didn't want to talk about that. He wanted to talk about you and your family and he said, you should hear my son's range. I mean, he's well past me where I was at that age. He's well past it. And
I remember watching that video and I was like, oh, Dad.
I've heard you sing more than once, and he's right. And this is a chance to really showcase your talent and a chance to continue to grow, because here's the thing, you're great now and you're not as good as you're going to be. And I know I'm preaching to the choir here as I'm telling you this kind of stuff, but you will continue to advance and continue to settle in more with what it is that you do and what it is that you want to do. It's fun standing here and watching this journey that you're on. And this is just the next step. And I'm thrilled that you've got this opportunity, and I'm thrilled that we have the opportunity to go watch you. This is going to be a lot of fun. OmahaPlayhouse.com is the website, and there's a link right on there. It says buy tickets. So please do get out there, support local theater, which is what this is. And it's going to be tremendous, and I'm very excited to see it.
Yeah. Make sure there's always going to be a bar open, so make sure to grab your margarita and come escape to paradise with us for a little bit. It's going to be a good time.
All right. He is Connor Holben as Jimmy Buffett's escape to Margaritaville. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Best wishes as you continue to prepare. And I never understood the break a leg thing, but I don't want to jinx it, so I guess we'll leave it at that, right?
Ready. Thank you.
Don't forget that website, omahaplayhouse.com. You can get your tickets to see Connor and the rest of the cast. I've got mine, and I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I may even see it twice. We'll see. So again, thanks to Connor Holben for being a part of today's show. There's a podcast that we produce here at Les Hills Medium Podcast called Circle of Trades. The idea behind the show is to encourage young people to consider the trades as an option as they're coming out of high school. And one young man that did that is featured on the latest episode of Circle of Trades. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on Spotify. If you look up Circle of Trades on Facebook, they have their own Facebook page, and the episodes are posted there as well. Young man graduated in 2020, and now he has his journeyman's license. And he has his entire future set right in front of him. And I'm excited for him. It's a great episode. Really tremendous. Travis Waldstein, AirServe Heating and Air Conditioning, is the host. I also am usually on the show with him, just kind of making sure that everything is working correctly. And I encourage you to take a listen or take a watch, either way. And I think that you'll find that it's a great podcast to have from our area, and also tons of great content. And just don't be too sensitive if you're a Nebraska fan, because chances are Travis is going to take a shot at some time or another. It's all good natured, I promise. All right. We are wrapping things up here on the Local Roots for today. Don't forget, click like, click follow, share. Shares are even better, because what we are trying to do with this show is to highlight what life is like around small town Iowa, and especially with a very, very detailed focus here in Southwest Iowa. So if you can share those, then that just means it's this program is going to reach that many more people, and we can highlight all of the wonderful things that are going on. We've got a lot planned yet this week and for the rest of the month and in the coming months. We're going to have business owners. We're going to have nonprofits. We're going to have community leaders, elected officials, all types of folks we're going to have here on the show. And if you have an idea of something that you would like to see here on Local Roots, reach out. Send me an email, toddstuder@gmail.com. That's TODDSTUDER @gmail.com. And I would, even if it's, it could be you or it could be a friend of yours, I'll reach out, make the connection, and see if they would like to be on the show. I'd be really thankful for you to help me out in that way, because we need to tell these stories that have been kind of flying under the radar for a long time. All right. Wrapping up Monday's show. Thank you so much. I'm Todd Studer. We'll see you again tomorrow morning.